so many friends doing big things. And they was doing so many things, but sometimes they can go underachieve. They have so many dreams that they achieve, and I know that one day they can inspire somebody else. So I had this idea called Dream Talk, to put them on a platform to showcase what they're doing. Can we give them a round of applause, please, for our panelists? And I knew for this event that I had to have like an amazing host, like amazing. And the first person that came to mind was this guy right here. I mean, I grew up with him, I know him my whole life, we played basketball together. It's somebody I admire from afar. He's graduated from Towson University. He's had over 100,000 views on his YouTube blog, The Lunch Table. And I mean, he's just somebody I always respected. So could we please give a round of applause, get on our feet for our host tonight, Dave Cardell.
Alright, so without further ado, we're going to introduce our beautiful, great discussion panel we have for you all today. So, as they come up, give them some encouragement as they come to the stage. Not everybody's used to the stage, but we're going to give them some encouragement as they come up. Alright, so the first discussion panel, we're going to do two different discussion panels. I don't know if y'all took the chance to read through your nice little dream talk thing, but it's two different discussion panels, alright? So the first discussion panel has AJ Davis. Give it up for AJ Davis.
Appreciate it. How's everyone doing out there tonight? Good, that's good. My name's AJ Davis, as you heard. I currently serve as the national coordinator for the NAACP Youth and College Division. And recently became the founder and CEO of my own nonprofit organization. So that's my dream that I'll be up here discussing.
To the stage, Marcus Thornton.
How's everybody doing? I'm not a LeBron fan, so everybody who's rooting for LeBron, I want to appreciate that. As you said, my name is Marcus Thornton. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Graduated from Bishop McNamara High School in 2011, College of William & Mary 2015, and I'm a professional basketball player. Played in Australia my first year out of college, and then I played in Italy this past season. So.
We have Chelsea Stevens. Clap it up for Chelsea Stevens.
Everybody, my name is Chelsea Stevens. I currently work as a production assistant at ABC 7, but praise God, yesterday I just got hired at the U.S. House of Representatives as a media coordinator.
Wow.
I am a graduate of Elizabeth Seton High School in Bladensburg, Maryland, and the University of Missouri. I ran track at the University of Missouri, and I also was first runner-up in Miss District of Columbia USA and Miss Missouri USA, so I'm Chelsea.
Give it up for Alyssa Cradle.
Hello, my name is Alyssa. I'm a two-time graduate of Howard University in Washington, you know, and I also currently teach first grade in Oxon Hill.
Dream big means to follow your heart's desire, do what makes you happy, and to just go after what you want to do. Don't let anybody else stop you from what it is that you want to do. Don't let anybody deter you and tell you that your dreams aren't real and that your dreams can't become reality, because if you put your mind to it, you can do it, and all you have to do is put God first and everything will happen. Everything will fall into place.
I would say dream big to me means to just follow your passion. Whatever you do that that makes you get up in the morning, whatever you think about, whatever's always on your mind, whatever you're passionate about, just go after it and don't put limits on yourself. I think oftentimes we always say, well, I can't do this because I'm this, or I can't do this because I don't have this. And you can't think about what you don't have or what you're not. You have to just think about your passion and just go for it.
Right. They said, having something set in your mind, sticking to it. And for me, I think just remind yourself to not only have the goal, to work towards that goal. You got to make your dreams work. You got to really put yourself in a position to be able to have that success. So, set your bar high. Never limit yourself. At the same time, you understand to work towards that goal and really push yourself. And, like they said, don't really let other people get in the way or, veer you off path.
The words dream big, very significant. I think you always say this quote that if your dreams aren't big enough, if your dreams don't scare you, then they aren't big enough. And I think that quote is very powerful because, as the 3 other folks have said on the panel, you want to have something that drives you, something that makes you wake up in the morning, not just class or going to work, but that thing that when you get off work or when you are done with class that makes you still want to put in another 2 to 3 hours of work and time in on it. So that's really what your dream really is that thing that makes you want to put in that extra time to accomplish it.
Definitely. I heard Marcus, I heard you say something about, you know, being around the right people. How important is it for you all to be around the right crowd to be able to reach the dream?
I think it means a lot. I mean, I think who you're around, you know, if you're around positive people, I know a lot of people say, you know, people you're around kind of affects how you carry yourself, you know, and stuff like that. So being around positive people who have big dreams and, you know, set certain standards for themselves, you know, actually chasing and pursuing and, you know, just on the right path that really inspires you. You know, I know personally I have a great group of friends who all, you know, doing different things, you know, in their own lanes, you know, to be what they want to be. So being around that makes you want to be great yourself.
All right.
I would add to that. I think that it's very important. Being a production assistant, my first shift used to be being to work at 4 a.m. So I needed to have people around me who understood my schedule and could support me and know that, no, I can't go out tonight because I have to get up in the morning at 2 o'clock in the morning. And not everybody understands that. So I had to surround myself with people who motivate me and push me to do the right thing and help me along the way. And I also do pageants. So in pageants, I had to lose a lot of weight, or not lose a lot of weight, but maintain my weight. And I had to have friends around me who supported me and helped me work out. I have really good friends that I work out with, and they motivate me to make sure, are you supposed to be eating that? Are you supposed to be doing that? Are you going to the gym today? And I don't think that I would be where I am today if I didn't have that group of people around me.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of The Focus. We're going to hold the fort down. Cardell's not here with us this evening. Thoughts are with him and his family.
Yes.
We got a lot to talk about. It's been 7 whole days since the last time we were on. As always, Octavia, tell them how that usually goes.
Yeah, you know, usually 7 days passes by and a whole lot of craziness and nonsense goes on in the sports world. It's probably my favorite day of the week to talk about it. Did it rain here?
It's on the way.
Okay, it looked like when I pulled up, I seen some raindrops on some cars, but it didn't rain when I was here. And you know how Tuesdays are. Always rains on Tuesday.
It has to happen. But in studio tonight, we have Mr. Keon Hill.
What's going on?
We have Jay.
Hey, how y'all doing?
DreamBigDC organization.
Yes, sir.
So we look forward to talking to you guys in the second block of the show. Also, in local coverage, we got some Mystics news, some breaking news. If you guys haven't heard, I would tell you, but I'm not gonna make that easy when you stay tuned in. Or you can go to our social media pages. Our guy Damo's over in the corner working on stuff right now. Some injury information. Injury bug is bitten the Mystics once again. Also some DC United updates. We got time to talk a little Skins, little Ravens. Preseason's finally about to get started. Y'all gotta do me a favor though. We're getting way too excited off 101 drills on Twitter. Like, please relax. It's designed.
Why do you expect anything less from Twitter?
Like, it's cool that somebody made a great catch and that's cool, but like, it's a drill. Like, let me know what it looks like. Like, you know, when it's real, there's a safety back there. You know, when somebody can hit you in your face. But like, you know, y'all gotta find your chill for me because it's.
The catch was crazy though.
Huh?
The catch was crazy.
I'm not even mad at that one. Oh. Like, I'm not. Look, and that's the sad part. I'm not even talking about Terrell Price catch.
Okay,
I have no issue with it. That was a red zone drill, so it's cool. For the most part, the object is for you to be 1-on-1. I can get it. I'm talking about some of the ones in the middle of the field and people getting on top and stacking Josh Norman. All of a sudden, Josh Norman's not a good corner. Didn't y'all do this last year?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, didn't we just do
it's Twitter. I'm so used to it now.
Saying, we did the whole thing
just
last
ignore
year.
it.
So then, you know, Brandon Cooks beat somebody on the Patriots defense. You know, they added all those wonderful people in the secondary, and people are going crazy about that. It's Brandon Cooks. Isn't that his job to get by you and catch the ball? So we're gonna be shocked. Does that mean your favorite wide receiver is gonna take advantage of Stephon Gilmore? Probably not. Just means Brandon Cooks got open. I just need some people to find it chill, man. And we got the LeVar Ball stuff, and that's the only time we saying his name this show. We're not talking about him at all.
He needs an alias, like So we know who you're talking about. We don't actually have to say his name.
Like, you got refs dropping out of tournaments. Like, do you know what you have to do to... Like, that's good money. People are like, these are adults. Like, nah, I'm cool. Just look, Adidas. Nah, can't do this anymore.
Jesus.
Like this is the stuff that's going on. What else is on Twitter? We've had the whole Steph mocking Kyrie. We're gonna talk about that whole thing in rapid fire. Hey, people, they're athletes. They're also people. They're allowed to have fun. Oh my gosh, was that somebody's wedding? Like, no, I guarantee you, nobody knows whose wedding it was. We just know that the meme happened.
We do know whose wedding it was.
I mean, I know you know. I mean, we're supposed to know.
Okay. Thank you.
It's
like, we know whose wedding it was.
People in this room tend to be a little
They're
bit
still
more
friends
informed.
with him.
You know, but that's what I'm saying. Then some people are mad that they're friends with him. Well, they dropped him from KDU. I mean,
hey, it's a business.
it's that man's wedding day.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Get your money, man.
He left for more money anyway, so he good. They still friends. They can still play pickup together.
Good. Life's gonna go on. So we got that. Rapid fire is gonna be fun. I'm gonna do my best. I'm not Cardell because his rapid fire questions I was stated, but I'm gonna try.
I don't like this because then you don't have to answer.
No, I'm still gonna answer.
Okay.
I'm still gonna participate.
If you try to sneak out of
I anticipated you doing this.
Okay.
You know, I was ready. I did my homework today. I knew Octavia was gonna try to give me some smoke if I wasn't ready. So, that being said, we're gonna take a quick break. When we get back, we're gonna jump into this great conversation with Keon and Jay. Talk about their organization. You're watching The Focus. Tune in right now. If you already tuned in, grab a buddy, tell them to tune in. And we got some more. We got another announcement coming after our next break. So we're gonna take a break. Talk to Keon. Take another break. And we got some news for you guys. Some breaking news brought by Cardell, Delle, and Finest Magazine. AKA, we get to take credit too for The Focus. We breaking news. And stuff.
One big happy family.
One big happy family. Why not? You're watching The Focus. We'll be right back. All right, what's going on, everybody? This weekend, DreamBigDC presents 3-on-3 basketball tournament. Again, it's this weekend, Saturday, August 5th, from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's a whole lot of time. 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., I apologize. The location is New Chapel Baptist Church, the Empowerment Center. That is at 5601 Old Branch Avenue, Camp Springs, Maryland. Again, it's 5601 Old Branch Avenue in Camp Springs, Maryland. The cost is to donate a pair of shoes or $2. The tournament fee is $50 with a donation of at least 3 pairs of shoes. I'm sorry? Look, we're already locked in. We just ripped and ready to go. You got all your vendors too? Yes. So we locked in. We just need y'all to show up. You got the teams ready. Look, we need y'all to show up, have a good time, bring shoes. Definitely want to get to that goal of 200 pairs. So we told you where you need to go. Any more information, you can email Keon at keon.hill3@gmail.com. Again, that's keon.hill3@gmail.com. And make sure you guys go check that out. Go check that out. Hit us at The Focus on social media to let us know that you are in the building at the DreamBigDC 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend. Welcome back, welcome back. You are tuned in to The Focus. As promised, we're going to be talking to Keon Hill and Jay from the DreamBigDC organization.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
I got a chance to see a clip that Cardell took at an earlier event this year. First of all, I want to say congratulations on that event.
Thank you.
I'm going to try to make it out. Are you going to do that again?
Yes.
Is that going to be
It's
an
an
annual
annual
event?
thing, yes.
All right, so I'm going to try my best to be there next year.
We got you.
Because I definitely felt like I missed something. I was sitting in the house that night, and I was like, oh, okay. Cardell was just texting me away. I'm like, all right, cool. I got it. I missed something. Like, I get it. I definitely missed something, and I failed at that moment. So for you to start an organization, it takes a lot of work. It's one thing to be like, I started an organization, I started this, I started that.
Yes.
What led you? How and why did Keon choose to start a organization, and why?
In college, I was at Howard University, and throughout that experience, I was going through some certain things. And towards the end of my career, I was done. I played basketball there. I graduated, and then I was done. I was like, what's next? And all throughout college, my father would text me, dream big, Key, pray bigger. All throughout college, every night, I love you, son, dream big, pray bigger. And I really stuck with me. And I wanted to inspire other people because, like, I think a lot of times people settle for complacency. A lot of times they have so much full of potential, but they don't really reach it. And I felt like this organization, we could use this to give back to the community. We can sell clothes, brand ourselves to be able people to see that you can dream big. You don't have to settle for less. So.
All right. So that's a great answer. It feels like we've done interviews already before. Make this that much easier for you. All right, Jay. As I said, we saw a clip from that event earlier this year. Yes. With that message, as Key was just talking about, empowering people and encouraging to dream, and it's one thing to dream, it's another to go chase said dreams. If you want to just talk about the importance of one, encouraging people to do that, and why it's important for people to be courageous enough to do that.
Behind our whole organization, one of the key things is that we saw the need of how our community is kind of struggling with dreaming big. Everyone, as far as the youth, kind of just want to rap, imitate things they see on Twitter and Instagram, or play ball, and it's nothing wrong with that. But we're saying just, everyone is not going to make it to the league. So instead of that, how can we help the community, the youth in our community, use basketball, use that dream, chase that, but in the process also use it as a tool to help them with their education and further along in college? Because as we know, Sally Mae will come get you. These loans is getting crazier and crazier, and with the people that we have like in office and everything like that, you can only expect it to get even crazier. So what we're looking to do is use basketball, use fashion to inspire others to trace their dreams. I'm sure many people have hooped. When I was younger, I thought ball was life. I ate, slept basketball my whole summer day. I wake up at 9. I'm out at the playground from 10 to 7, 8 o'clock at night. But I realized soon after high school, ball is not for me. And so it was like, what's next? And so what I just did was use my basketball connections and stuff, the people I've met over time. And those people have poured so much into me just being at the playground and the basketball court as a young person, to realize that it's just about putting people on as you further up in your career. So anything that I have done successfully or anything like that, I always attribute it to the people, the support system that I had in my community around me. And so that's what we just really want to do, is just reach out to the community, build up the community, not just be one of the people who tweet about it or Instagram live about it once something happens to our people or anything like that, but actually make a difference and go out there. So through clothes, we try to inspire people, dream big. We're going to have the basketball training camp that's like the next phase that we're going to try to get into. So we're actually going to train young people to hone into their basketball skills, work on that craft so they can actually get scholarships and stuff like that to help pay for college tuition and stuff like that. So, we're just trying to give back.
All right. In the process of giving back, and sometimes in the process of trying to help our own or help people, just want to talk about the struggle. It's something I talk about with Pettis, with Cardell a lot sometimes, when even though your heart's in the right place and you want to help people, it's sometimes getting people to understand that there's no strings attached to it, that you just honestly want to actually help them. Yeah. So if you just want to talk about any of those instances, you shake your head like you know exactly where I'm coming from with this. So whoever wants to answer first, just kind of like that first moment when it's kind of like, your mind, you're like, man, I'm just trying to help you. Why am I getting so much smoke for?
I think a lot of times in the African American community alone, man, it's like we come from, we gotta get on our own. Like, we don't need no help. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when somebody trying to help, it's like almost like offensive. Like, why are you trying to offend me? Like, I got it. Like, so we try to change that culture. Like, we can help each other so we can go to the next level. Because everybody else do it. It's just us. Like, we feel as if we don't need nobody else. Like, we good. So.
And to what Keon is saying, I believe it's that mindset that we have, put into our community as young people. We're taught, hey, don't rely on anyone else. If you do what you need to do so you can be successful. And like he's saying, we're just trying to change that mindset, that the initial culture, feeling that people come into the black community. I know when we just like selling bands, like our bands that we sell are just $1. But people will hit you up, be like, yo, I like the bands. Can I get one for free?
Oh my God.
It's $1. Like,
I'm pretty sure I hear that all the time.
Like, I'm sure you about to go to the club tonight, pop these bottles and everything. Like, I'm sure you can get, $1 bottle.
Yeah,
Like,
4 quarters somewhere.
Like, so, I mean, but for me, I know I had to realize that it's not about those couple of or few people. It's like the 1 or 2 people that we could really make an impact on, because you just never know what's going to come out of them. So you just got to stay focused on your goal and let everything else fall into play.
All right, Keon, you mentioned your dad being big and instrumental in just encouraging you along that process. So as Jay mentioned, the ball's going to stop bouncing at some point for most of us. There's only 400-something people in the NBA.
Yes.
And again, not to be a ball bust or anything like that, just it's real. Things change as you evolve. Ball stopped bouncing. How long did it take you to realize that this is where you wanted to go?
Wow. I mean, I actually kind of, growing up, both of my parents were really instrumental in me outside of basketball. Like, they always stressed me being more than just a basketball player. Like, I would miss tournaments when I was 14 to go to leadership conferences. 16, I was supposed to go to Vegas with DC Assault. I didn't go because I had to go to an engineer camp at Maryland University. Like, it was always more than basketball. And now that I'm in this position now, like, I thank God every day for them, because they open my eyes to the real world. I mean, I'm 5'7" on a good day, so it's going to be hard for me to go to the NBA anyway. But now that I'm in the position where I'm at, it was those tools and those things that they instilled in me at a young age for me to be in this position now. So.
All right, for you both, as people trying to, starting your own, as African Americans, starting your own company, from the ground up, getting things going, the struggles that you face with it. Any advice to any of the youngsters that may be watching, that obviously that would like to dream big, want to go after things, right, but sometimes, again, it's easier to dream about it
and then
go do it.
Yeah.
Go do it. Like, the self-doubt is so real, and it is a huge crippler at times. So
right.
Just want to share your experiences with that.
First, I'll say trust the process, trust God. I mean, I know a lot of people not spiritual, but I grew up in the church, and it was something I really had to pray on. Like, I didn't want to just go into something and just do it. I had to really take my time out, ask God, this is what you want me to do. So I trusted the process, trusted God, trusted my family. I had a lot of support from my family. We doing this together, so that's another thing. But I think the biggest thing is, like I said, is take your time. Like, do not rush into anything. There's going to be a lot of people in your ear. They're going to tell you, man, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do this. Or they're going to tell you, man, you're not good enough, whatever. But you really got to take the time out and really make sure that this is your plan, this is your destiny, your purpose that God has for you. And if that's true, then go for it.
Yeah.
Definitely, like Keon said, I think you had to have faith. Like him, we grew up in the same church, same kind of like, background and everything. So for us, faith, in God, that he's going to allow us to do what we need to do. And so with that, there's no what if I fail. I look, if anything doesn't go the way we initially planned for it to, it was a reason for that, and that we'll learn from it, we'll bounce back stronger with the next event. But even if I don't want to discourage anyone who doesn't have a faith in God, but even if you just have faith in yourself, I think that's another thing. Like, you gotta have faith in, to me, this is my thing, you gotta have faith in God, you gotta have faith in yourself that you can make whatever come true. Like, you have to chase your dream or whatever. Like Keon said, people's gonna come, there's gonna be times where maybe your business is slow or something like that, and that's when it gets real discouraging and stuff, because you're like, yo, what can I do next? Social media could be dangerous, because you start scrolling down and you start seeing all these other clothing lines and people popping and stuff like that. And so faith in yourself, but then you also got to have the right team. And I think that's one of the biggest things with, like, me and Keon. We have just been blessed to have the right people will always come up and support us at any event, from the little things that we do, just getting started. His father and his mom, my family and friends, his family and friends, like everyone just comes out and support. That Dream Talk that we did in May, it was amazing because 10-15 minutes starting, it looked kind of shaky because like we had like the whole sanctuary that could fit maybe 300 to 500, and you seen like the first half like barely full.
Yeah, I was in my dad's office about to cry. It was like 10 people in there. Then all of a sudden, like 200 people just come in, and it was crazy.
Be patient.
I know, you got to trust the process. Like I said, you got to trust the process, trust God.
You can still be a little nervous every now and then.
Man,
I felt nervous hearing that. I'm just like, yeah, I'd probably be in that.
No,
place
I'm
too.
telling you.
Like I went through all this.
All this hard work, all this
Got your heart beating
promoting.
fast.
Man, going 300 miles an hour. Look out there like, I can see everybody in one look.
It was tough. It was tough.
Well, congratulations on a great event.
Yeah, I
I'm
appreciate
happy
it.
that
Thank you. I
people did
appreciate
show
it.
up.
Yes.
And that's what matters. They showed up and apparently got something great out of it.
Yes.
Wish you guys continued success with that event, every event that you do going forward. Speaking of events, you're starting. Congrats on starting your first. Can I say annual?
Yes.
First annual shoe drive.
Yes.
Talk about how this came about
Um,
and why you set your goal where you did.
So when I turned 21 a couple years ago, I had an all-white party, and I did the same thing, but it was just for my birthday, and we raised about like 100 shoes. And I was like, we could do this for real. Like we could really raise like a lot of shoes if we really put our mind to it. And I think a lot of people, they're less fortunate. Like we grow up in families and homes, and we got a lot of stuff that we don't even use. Like I was going to my closet, I'm looking at shoes I forgot I even had. So it's like I know other people are in the same situation, so we could bless somebody else. And I think it's just the whole art of giving back to the community. We start this movement. Other people like, dang, they raised 200 shoes, or we can do something too. We can do a clothes drive. We could do a backpack drive, or we can do a back to school. You know what I'm saying? So we just start this one movement. Everybody, a lot of people can look on it. They can start their own thing.
Jay, anything to piggyback or?
Like he said, it's about staying, doing something. I think, like Keon said, we've been blessed to have a lot, and with being blessed, I think you always have to give back. Just having a conversation the other day with someone, we were saying it's like depending on what you've been blessed with, does that determine how much you should give back? I was like, no, because if you don't have nothing, like, or a whole lot, compared to other people, like, I think you could still give. Even a little bit helps. It just starts somewhere. So I'm just blessed at the opportunity that we were able to start somewhere. And you never, like Keon said, you never know what it would lead to for somebody else to start.
So again, I think that's awesome. I'm a big advocate of anybody that takes the time to give back. A lot of people tone it down and make it seem simple. It's hard. That's also a job to worry about other people's well-beings
Right.
on a regular basis. That being said, where do you guys see Dream Big DC in 5 years?
5 years. Oh man, it's so many lanes, so many opportunities that we trying to go to. I guess we just really want to take the
You can just float
time.
one. You don't have to float them all out.
I think we really want to get into the mentoring, counseling aspect, because I'm in grad school now, trying to get my counseling degree. Jay, we're all getting. My parents are both licensed counselors. One of the other people on our team, Lauren Chase, she played at GW. I think you're familiar with her. She also has a counseling degree. We're all about to take a Sherpa counseling class, which will allow us to do life coaching, also with basketball training as well. So we implement the two together, and we can really just change a lot of lives. Right. So that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, he wrapped it up right there. Like that's all it's about. We just want to touch, more and more lives each year. Each event, we're just swinging for the fences over and over again, just hoping for a bigger turnout.
Yeah.
All right, want to thank you both for coming in. You're not leaving because we got much more to talk about.
Cool.
Thank you both. We wish you continued success on every single one of your future endeavors.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it. Keep us posted as you go forward. Hope you guys surpass that shoe drive goal at least by 200.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Focus. When we get back, we got some local coverage. Keon and Jay aren't going anywhere. Octavia, we're going to talk a little bit about the Mystics. A little bit about DC United. That part's probably gonna be quick. I'm not in a good place with them emotionally, so we're gonna keep that moving right now. No, I'm still not in a good place, and I'm not the only one.
I know. It's rough.
Like, it's not just me. You get on Twitter. DC United Twitter is it's a funky place right now.
Yeah, I gotta stay away from that.
It's a dangerous place. And shout out to my man Benny Ball, because that guy has somehow been consistently pessimistic since I've known him on Twitter, even when DC United does good things. So I know he's weird. He might be enjoying this.
Oh gosh,
I don't know how. But you're watching The Focus. We'll be right back with Keon and Jay. Once again, get out this weekend, Saturday, August 5th, from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Look, I'm getting looked at, Keon's trying to make sure I get it right. DreamBigDC presents a 3-on-3 basketball tournament. All teams are already entered. They got some great vendors ready and waiting for you guys to partake in. Get out there. Get out to New Chapel Baptist Church in the Empowerment Center. That's 5601 Old Branch Avenue, Camp Springs, Maryland, 20748. Again, that is New Chapel Baptist Church in the Empowerment Center, 5601 Old Branch Avenue, Camp Springs, Maryland, 20748. Keon, if you wanted to add anything on social media, do you want them to check in when they get there?
Yes, please come in, check us out. DreamBigDC on Instagram and Twitter. Please follow us. We'll have Snapchat filters. We'll have Moon Bounce, vendors, stroll off, DJ, music, basketball, all you can think of, musical performances. Please come out, show love. Again, follow us at DreamBigDC, Twitter and Instagram.
Lastly, don't forget them shoes.
Oh, yes. That's the biggest part. Please come with shoes. If you have more than one shoe to donate, please. It's free admission, but we're really trying to raise at least 200 shoes, at least. I know you got some shoes in your closet, so come through. Go to your closet. Come out.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to The Focus. Shout out to our guy, Damo Rowe, taking care of social media. I'm going to mind my business from here on out.
Mind your
He
business.
knows what he's doing. You guys need to go ahead and give him a follow. And also, his gift game is real. Gift game is too real. I've enjoyed the gifts. Unfortunately, I can't see them all while we're talking to you because we're on air. But Damo is keeping you guys engaged, and we appreciate him for it. That being said, the Mystics, last Friday night really hurt my heart. The weather was horrible, so I'm thinking nobody's gonna be at the Verizon Center. Get there, everyone's in the Verizon Center. Connecticut Sun are there. It's supposed to be a big matchup atop the East. Again, the conferences don't matter too much come the playoffs because it's literally the best 8 teams in the league, which the NBA needs to get hip to because they're behind. We're sick of this. Give us the best 8 teams and let's go on about our lives. If it happens to be 7 West teams, it is what it is.
Which it probably will
Give us,
be.
after watching last year's playoffs, I just want to watch actual basketball in the postseason instead of watching Golden State highlights at the Golden State Invitational. So, with the Mystics and the Connecticut Sun, again, packed building, everybody ready. It's electric in there. Usually, it's not that packed unless it's a kids game. It's a camp game when all the kids are bused from different parts of the DMV and it's live in there. The kids are loud from. I don't have kids, so I'm not used to that sound. They are loud from like literally the moment they get off the bus till they get back on the bus. So you can hear them on the way in, you can hear them on the way out, and you can hear them throughout the entire game. So it hurt my heart that they had to cancel the game. It was a huge game, and right now, the Mystics are still tied with the Sun. They both won their last game after that game that needs to be needs to be rescheduled. They don't have a date yet. And for all of you that are watching that didn't have tickets to that game, a reminder: you don't have to buy new tickets. Those tickets are still good when that game is rescheduled. When that rescheduled date is announced. Breaking news: Delle Donne is injured. Again, she just got back. She missed the All-Star game with the sprained ankle. She got back in last 2 nights ago against the Atlanta Dream. Mystics did win. They had it was kind of leery for a second. They got out to a big lead. They did the whole we don't like to keep big leads thing and it shrunk a little bit. Then they got back and for Delle Donne, I saw her with the wrap on the left hand. Didn't really. I was just like, okay, maybe it's slight because she's still playing. And credit to her, she finished the whole game. But news came out today. I got an email midway through the day. We shared on the Focus social media accounts that she is out with a thumb injury. Gene Wang from the Washington Post says the surgery may be delayed until Thursday. So again, just for those of you a little bit more information, per Gene Wang, it sounds like there's going to be surgery, which isn't great. But similar to the Kevin Durant Golden State Warriors type thing where KD missed 19 games and, they held the fort down. That's what the Mystics need to do here, hold the fort down. Just be one of those 8 teams, get one of your big guns back, and it's a new season coming to postseason. That's all you have to do. And it's tough because right now, again, the conferences don't matter in the standings. So Phoenix is 2 games behind them, and they got to play Phoenix twice. Last time they played Phoenix, Brittany went off. Right there, like 30 and 15. It wasn't pretty. But Emma Mieseman's back. That's what they did miss last time. So it really stinks for the Mystics. Taylor Hill goes down. Emma comes back. Then Elena goes down. The only thing that we got out that game was Emma's back to All-Star Emma. And this was the Emma that Belgium got in the FIBA tournament. Apparently, she was acting a fool out there, showing everybody what she can become, the type of player she is. And trust me, she's a cookbook. It's that easy. Like, it's too simple for her. So I saw a couple things on Twitter like, well, some of the reasons she went off because Delle Donne was on the floor, and just for a little bit. Again, she was an All-Star last year without Elena. And again, this is not knocking Elena, but we got to stop this whole the Mystics don't have anybody prior to her getting here. We just got to stop that. They existed before she got here. Her being here enhances the team. This is also the best supporting cast she's had in her career. So it goes both ways. Just want to throw that out there real quick because I'm sick of seeing some of the nonsense. It bothers me deeply. So shout out to Emma Mieseman and Crystal Thomas for holding things down. And some people wondering who's going to pick up the slack. They have more than enough scores on that team. It's about them playing good defense over the course of the regular season. It's not a scoring thing. Christy Tolliver's a bucket. Lott is a bucket. Tiana Hawkins is a bucket. Cloud comes back. She can force the issue if she needs to. They don't have a scoring issue. It's just a defense thing. Trust me. It's just a defense issue. So on to DC United, where again, a defense issue. We can transition over to that. They're struggling right now. They just giving up too many goals. The last 3 games, the least amount of goals has been scored against them has been 3. It's not good. Billy Meade was missing for 2 of those games, so
that makes sense.
But he got back the last game. And an own goal contributed to that. So even if you take away the own goal, they surrendered 3 goals to Minnesota. And again, they had a travel snafu, and I understand the humans, and you got to deal with that. But at this point in your season, as some of the players said afterwards, you can't really have sympathy when you're at the bottom of the table, you're at the bottom of the standings. You got to push past whatever that is. Because right now, you're looking like you're going to enter a new stadium right now if things don't change with the top pick in the MLS draft. And maybe
that's what they want.
I mean, and maybe with things moving. You know, the other thing is maybe the team the current roster gets blown up. And to get some money to get better players, that means losing some better players. That's how things work. So, you know, that transfer market is real. It's open for a few more days. Going to see what DC United might get. Per Stephen Goff, they were poking around Wayne Rooney before he decided to go back to Everton. So that's a big letdown for DC supporters. But I know you guys read Goff's article, so I'm not telling you anything you didn't know. And if I did tell you something you didn't know, I apologize. Because that would hurt me too. So they were in talks with Wayne Rooney, couldn't close the deal. Right now they're talking to Nigel De Jong. As of right now, to kind of try to shore up that center defensive midfield spot. There's some thoughts, some of the supporters and some of the media people on Twitter thinking that maybe you should try to just go ahead and start getting some of the kids in there. Get the kids in there, let them get their reps, be ready for next year. So we'll see how that goes. On to rapid fire.
My favorite part.
On to rapid fire. Well, actually.
Oh wait, you had breaking news.
An announcement.
You did.
I had an announcement. How dare I forget? I had an announcement. Okay, so Cardell told you guys about this young man a couple shows ago. Mr. Noah Locke from McDonough School is a point guard. Real quiet kid, real nice game. Just announced, he just cut his school list to 8. So that video is on Twitter right now. Get over to Find His Mag, check that out. It should be up on the Focus account shortly. So I'm not going to spoil anything else for you. Cardell wants me to tell you, he wants me to list the 8 schools. I want you to go watch the video. So I need y'all to go check out the video. It's Noah Locke. Check it out right now. And it's just, what I liked about the video, it's just real organic. The kid's talking, you know, it's a little awkward, your high school. You know, he's just talking and it's just real. It's not a whole bunch of flash, you know, outstanding editing and crazy effects. Like, nah, it's just him hooping.
That raw.
You know,
so
him doing the thing that the coaches that send him the offers want him before. That thing. So rapid fire begins. Again, check that video out. First one. All right, we're gonna start how this works. I'm gonna present the topic. We go around the room. Starts with the guest. So every time, Keon starts with you.
Wow.
Jay, Octavia. So y'all not gonna get to push the whole ladies first thing off.
Hey.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
That's why she goes before us. Okay. All right, so Ray Lewis, Colin Kaepernick. If y'all have it, I don't watch a lot of Fox Sports 1, but shout out to Twitter because people put stuff out there.
Yeah, because I don't either, but I always see the clip.
Like I saw, like it was an 8-minute clip. I was like, that's how y'all feel. Just I don't need to tune in. Cool. So, Ray Lewis, what has happened to you, sir? So right now, there's a quote up on the screen for you guys to see. Ray talking about Colin. Not for you guys. For those good people out there.
I'm looking around saying what?
And look, for the good people tuning in, they can see this quote. All right, so essentially what Ray went on to say was that he supports Colin.
Mm-hmm.
And again, well, actually, let me pull out the Rob Riley air quotes. He supports Colin, but there's a but there. He feels like your activism should be hidden. And I want to hear you guys' thoughts on that.
He's smooth.
Did he say why? Oh, he just said he just feels as if it should be hidden.
I mean, there's not really. His why, again, air quotes, was because people are going to judge you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So, the floor is yours. Keon, your thoughts?
It's so I have to go first, but I mean, it's kind of like shocking because I don't strike Ray Lewis as the type to say something like that. I always thought he would be more of a stand-up guy, I guess, or somebody who would stand for what he would believe in and what was right. Mm-hmm. And I truly believe what Colin did was right.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back to what Michael Vick was saying about he should cut his hair, and I don't know. I mean, it's kind of shocking to me.
Jay?
I think Ray Lewis, it hurts me because, you know, Ray been through a lot, and the city of Baltimore support him through a lot. I think he would have been just fine with just leaving his support. It's just like, you know, I support Colin, and that should have been it. But, you know, as us, we have, you know, to add a little bit more. I'm with him though. I want Colin Kaepernick to back up Joe Flacco. I mean, that's just another option on offense. Take Flacco out for a little while. You can run the Wildcat, with Kaepernick back there, the passing throwing option. I mean, besides the activism, it doesn't matter. He threw 16 touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
Crazy.
That's it. Like, that's all it should be. Like, he took San Francisco when he only had like one other option on the backfield, and on the field, Anquan Bolden, to the Super Bowl.
Anquan was on the Ravens in the Super Bowl, but on that Super Bowl team, that heraldic defense that everybody loved was trash the entire playoffs. So just want to share that with everybody because everyone likes to do. He was buoyed by great talent and everything. And as a staunch 49er fan, let me tell you, they made no plays in the Super Bowl. So where are you people? Those are lies. They made no plays against Aaron Rodgers. More lies. They hardly made plays against Matt Ryan. They made 2, for example. The rest of that was the offense. So
they were like ugly Tim Tebow wins. I mean, I don't know. For Colin, it's just different. I would like, you don't always have to put out there what you're doing in the community and differences that you're making and everything. So I understand it from that point. But at the same time, a lot of that stuff goes unnoticed. A lot of people don't hear about it. So with social media, you can, spark change through somebody else. You might inspire someone else to do, more than what they have been doing. So, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. But Colin, keep doing your thing, baby.
I think it's kind of crazy that Ray Lewis would come out and say something like that, as vocal and outspoken as he is as a player, as a life coach or whatever he claims to be, and with everything that he's been through in his past as well, and that, people still open their arms to him after everything that he's been through. So I think it's kind of crazy for that, and to even say that, you should hide it. If you get technical with it, it's not like Colin did this and then went and did an interview about it. It was brought up to him. He was doing this protest on his own by himself until somebody in the media noticed it and asked him about it. So if you want to get technical with it, it's not that he was out there trying to promote this. He was trying to do all this crazy stuff. The media brought it to him, and that's how it all blew up. So I think it's crazy, I always say this, as a black man, to say that to another black man, I think that's ridiculous. You should always be there to uplift each other. I could see if he was doing something wrong. I think in one of the clips, Shannon Sharp was saying, he was like, y'all acting like he killed somebody. He was like, y'all acting like he took somebody's life. He was like, this man kneeled for injustices that are going on in our community. And these are the same injustices that you guys go through as being black men, as being black people. So to sit there and not have his back and to not, uplift him and appreciate what he's doing for the community, but to tear him down, to me, it's ridiculous. And, I hope it was a momentary lapse of judgment, but, every now and then, every week, somebody else is looking for their next 15 minutes with coming up with this type of conversation about Colin. They should just go ahead and sign the man. I mean, I think they already said Joe Flacco was already starting off a little bit injured. I think they say he may be out for like 3 weeks or something.
She was barely going to play this year.
Exactly. So I'm saying, like, we're still going around and around in a circle about how Colin Kaepernick is not signed to somebody's team, and we're in August now. So I just think that says a lot.
Yeah, I had a lot to say, but I think you got me covered already. So I'm going to go with what you said, and just, it's sad sometimes because, like, you look up to people.
All right. Ray Lewis, one of them.
This is one of the things. Like, hey, look, people change sometimes, man, and it's not nice to call people out or anything else, but I don't see how, if you're looking at this just from a human place, that you look at anything that man said and find an issue with it. Mm-hmm. If you did, and the other thing I really have issue with is your organization stood by Ray Rice until they didn't have to, like until the last possible moment, right? So,
Yikes.
So again, upon that logic, you're out here asking sponsors. You didn't do this to keep Rice. You didn't do this to keep Ray. Mm-hmm. The other Ray, the one we talking about right now. Mm-hmm. When Ray was going through that, you didn't start acting your sponsors. You was like, I got the best middle linebacker in football. We gonna wait this out. Look, get you some money, get you a lawyer. We gonna do this.
Have your friend take this.
Hey, look.
Exactly.
I wasn't gonna say it, but I mean, come on, man.
So, all right. So yes or no, real quick. Is Cap a need in Baltimore?
Yes.
Got a yes?
No.
Yes.
All right. I'm going with a yes simply because what has Joe Flacco really done since the Super Bowl? And I hate to be that person. I really hate to be that person, but we're sitting here we're poking at Cap, right? For literally playing. We watched the franchise just like burn to the ground, as
like
top to bottom.
And like
Yet
a week.
we're pointing at one person for the fall of the 49ers. Cap wasn't the GM. Cap wasn't the owner. Cap didn't have a problem with his coach. All those people contributed to the demise of the 49ers. Last year he played on 214 team where Jeremy Curley was the number 1 wide receiver. I don't know if you could take a whole bunch of other quarterbacks that people love so much these days. You give them that same set of tools, that same offense, that same lack of blocking. You tell me how that works. Please tell me. That was one of the worst offensive lines in PFF history. That's Pro Football Focus for those of you who not. Either way, it's really, really, really bad. Secondly, 16-4 touchdown interception ratio is kind of crazy. Also, the stat that I mentioned on the show before, he's tied with Tom Brady in his tenure in the league in terms of interception rate. That's how much he doesn't turn the ball over. For all of you that he doesn't know how to read a defense, that's crazy. You can't read and don't make that many mistakes.
Exactly.
That's good. Steph mocking LeBron. Why is it so serious? I just want to know why people care so much. So, Jay, go ahead.
It has to be an anti-LeBron thing, right? Like anything that involves LeBron and somebody not liking him, people just gonna draw to it. I don't see it. Like,
why is it not okay just to like? I can't just like not like.
The finals is over as far as I understand. Like,
hey,
he took his L. I mean, he did something funny. It's just like anything else that goes on, Instagram. Everybody else was going to try to get on. I don't see the big deal, but.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
About Steph mocking LeBron at Harrison.
Oh, yeah.
Why was that a big deal?
They just need some media attention. They just need something to talk about on 60 p.m. on Sports Center. It ain't nothing, man.
My man went straight programming with it.
Yeah, I think to me it's stupid because I mean like they've been doing this back and forth like making fun of each other, the Warriors and the Cavs, like for the past 2 seasons. Yeah. Like, they joke with each other and they even know that it's a joke. Like they go back and forth with each other on Instagram and Twitter or whatever else. So I just think once again it's just somebody looking for something to talk about, to laugh at. And then I think the only other reason why it kind of was a little bit more than what we would expect was because Kyrie was there.
Kyrie can't have friends?
I mean, he can, but I'm just saying, with everything that's going on right now, with their tumultuous
okay, so I got a question.
relationship.
Everything was cool in Cleveland. He still was at the same place with 7, and what's the problem?
They would have been an issue still, I think.
It would have been a lot. You seen them locker room videos they made about them.
I'm a 49er fan. I've seen the organization fall. So.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. It's all in fun.
I have no empathy for other people that go through the same thing as sports fans. It's a part of sports. It happens in cycles. On to football. Can the Patriots offense be stopped? I know we haven't really seen it yet, but just want to throw this out there just because I feel like Tom Brady, best quarterback in football. I know people love the Aaron Rodgers thing, most talented quarterback in football, and that's great. Like, I think it's cute that we had to make a whole nother category for somebody who hasn't won as much, but I'm just saying. Secondly, just even to go back to the old Cap thing, it took him 5 years to beat Colin, but hey, we're gonna leave that alone. It took the team to die around him, but we're gonna leave that alone. When the Green Bay got you up out of there. But
it's all personal, bro.
Because like I stay on Twitter too much. Like Keon, you understand? People are just crazy with it. Like people like Tom Brady's the GOAT. No, Aaron Rodgers is alive. I'm like, one Super Bowl. Why are you doing this?
Exactly.
Fall back, sit down, calm down. Like my Hornets had a good draft. I'm not out here to talk about championship. No. I might play with him on 2K. That's the extent of my happiness. Okay, that's it. So back to the Patriots offense. They get Gronk back. They got Dwayne Allen in the trade. A lot of people don't realize Dwayne Allen's kind of a really good number 2 tight end. Probably wasn't a great number 1, but in the Pats offense, that's a good way to get by losing Martellus Bennett, right? Mm-hmm. So you go get Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with Drew Brees was kind of unfair. This is Brandon Cooks with Tom Brady. The Patriots get away with running so many rub routes. Can you imagine the rub routes with Edelman and Cooks? And so, again, it's only preseason. I just asking a question because I didn't want to ask the 16-year-old question because people doing too much.
Yeah, I think that's too much.
I feel like that's too much. So I stopped myself at, do you think the offense can be stopped?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to say no, too, because it's hard to go against Tom ever. So, yeah, no.
Yeah, that's a big giant no for everybody here to focus. Y'all gonna deal with it. He on your schedule, run for cover, don't watch
Lord,
the game.
we play them.
And if you're mad about it, thank Matt Ryan and them.
Exactly.
Direct your anger there. So the Washington Redskins offense, well, specifically the wide receiving core, because it's interesting. We're in a place right now. Djax is gone. Pierre Garçon is gone. It's one of the first time in NFL history. I believe it is the first time in NFL history that a team lost 2 1,000-yard receivers. They made some additions. They have some people don't pay too much attention to because they weren't used correctly last year. That being said, this is a receiving core with Terrell Pryor. We got Terrell Pryor, Jamison Crowder. We got Ryan Grant. Who else is out there?
You still got Reed.
Jordan Reed. We got Vernon Davis.
I think that's enough.
So, what's the chances this wide receiver core can be better, even though they lost 2,000? Wow. I'm talking about as a unit, not necessarily not saying that 2 of these guys are going to go for 1,000 apiece.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, Deshaun Jackson, that was my bang, so it's gonna be hard for me to say that to be able to be replaced. But I like Terrell Pryor too. That one-hand catch was crazy. I know you've seen it.
Yeah. I saw it. It looked easy.
It did. No, I was just playing. But for real, I don't think it's gonna be able to be replaced. But I do think they have a good receiving core. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying they're gonna have 2 1,000-yard receivers, but I do think it's gonna be a good core.
I think the tough yardage, just the Pierre Garçon's toughness. I think that's what's going to be missed because Crowder was getting his. I think Terrell Pryor. I'm not saying he's Deshaun Jackson, but he kind of brings some of the same things to the table. You still got Jordan Reed and Vernon Davis, Vernon Davis was a big surprise last year after all he's been through.
Yeah, man, it's rough out there in that dumpster fire out west.
So I expect them to get close to what they did last year.
Octavia, and I know this hard because you're an Eagles fan, so take your fan hat off for a
second. I didn't want to. I really wanted to be very, very biased, and I think I'm going to. I just hope it's all just terrible. Wow. I hope nothing works.
Well, at least you're a real fan. They can't take your fan card away. That's what they can't do.
I hope it's horrible. Wow. But no, it is to me because I'm a Philly fan. I do have a love for Djax, so I mean, I was surprised that he moved so soon, and there were talks of him coming back, but whatever. But I mean, I feel like you said what?
You want to talk about it?
I don't want to talk about it. I mean, I'm just glad that we upgraded from what we had last year, so it's okay. But I mean, I don't think it'll be as dynamic as far as the big plays, the flashy ones and everything like that. I think it'll still be a good core for them to work on. I think it'll be more of a unit as well. I think they'll be able to, because there's no it's Terrell Pryor, of course, is a up and coming wide receiver star, I guess. So I think because they're all kind of more level-headed, kind of all on the same page a little bit, that it may work better for them. It's nobody trying to be the hero. It could be more of a unit for them, but it's the Redskins too, so you never know.
Exactly. It's just gonna be bad by default.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's don't, as much as I don't really like the Redskins, because it is the home team. If they're playing somebody else and it doesn't affect my team
outside y'all division,
and if it doesn't affect playoff seeding or anything like that, it's cool to see them win, But at the same time, it's the Redskins, so I'm like, you never know what can happen. So
I think I'm with everybody. They're gonna miss. You're gonna miss Djax because that speed that you automatically had to respect. Defenses are going to be different this year. You're not going to have that safety's not going to be all the way back. Terrell Pryor's going to have to earn that. Mm-hmm. So that's what's going to be different. With Djax, you walk out there Tampa Bay. First time you walk out in Tampa Bay, you're going to be them tight ends are big. Mm-hmm. Mike Evans is big. Him really fast.
And Jameis going to be.
And him gonna throw that thing.
Rock.
Him ain't
launching that joint.
He's not gonna double check.
He be like, just go get it, bro.
He be oh, go. So I think that's the big thing with Kirk. I think it's a more well-rounded receiving core. You got more height. You got more size. I agree with you, big. You're gonna miss Garçon's toughness. Mm-hmm. And that's somebody got to fill in that role. Mm-hmm. So you want to see it's not that nobody can. It's just we got to see who can. All right, we want to thank you guys for coming in tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's an honor.
We want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We appreciate it. Both social media and DC TV here at Bliss FM. Same time, same place next week. We will see you guys then. And we can only imagine what we'll have to talk about next week.
I can't wait.
Cardell will be back. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching.